In a game like Minecraft, where the worlds are infinite and the opportunities are endless, I've decided to lock myself in a chunk, just 16 by 16, to see how far I can build, survive, and thrive. However, as this series goes on, the world border will grow with each episode, unlocking new terrain, new items, and new things to explore. So strap in and enjoy the ride. Okay, let's get started. We're stuck in this chunk, but first up, let's get some wood. Alright, let's grab this tree here. With a little bit of wood, let's create a crafting table and a wooden axe, and then we'll flatten this area out so we can see what we've got. So we've cleared out all the trees and had a little explore. We've got a bee friend over here, he's just bugging out in the corner, and 2 chickens over here. But I feel like we should lay out some more goals for this episode. Our first goal is to explore below the chunk. We've ticked off the surface. Our second goal, build a shelter. And our third goal, farm some food. Let's grab some cobble to upgrade our tools. With tools acquired, let's see if we can get some seeds from the grass. So getting these seeds are going to be crucial. Perfect, we got one there. But it means we can breed our chickens and also plant them for a little wheat farm. There's also all this leaf litter everywhere, which I'm not too sure what it's used for, but I'm sure we'll find a use for it in the future. Can we get lucky from these last 2? No. Oh well, that doesn't matter. We've got 2, and that's good for now. I'm also going to make sure to keep replanting these saplings so we constantly have wood growing. With our saplings planted down, I think the next step is to plant those seeds so they can start growing immediately. I've got my crops growing, and I've also tidied up the area, collecting all this leaf litter. I think I've got about 6 stacks here. What I want to do next is create a little chicken coop. And using one of the seeds from our farm, we're going to lure these chickens into the pen. Perfect, so we've got the chickens in the pen. We can't breed them just yet since we don't have any seeds, but I think our next port of call is to head down into the mines. So let's quickly tidy our inventory, put everything away in this chest that we don't need, and get down there. Okay, so we're ready to go down into the mines. I'm just going to staircase down and hopefully we find something interesting. If we do, I'll keep you updated. Okay, it didn't take us too long to stumble across our first resource. We've got a bit of coal here, which is going to be very useful in the future. Hopefully we find some iron to smelt with it, otherwise torches to light up these stairways so monsters don't spawn behind us. We'll just collect this up and we'll keep exploring. Okay, so it looks like we've found a little cave in here. I'll just mine up these 2 bits of coal and we'll check it out. Hi guys, it's Editor Phoenix here. I'd just like to point out 2 things in this clip. The first being why it's so bright in this cave. It's because I'm using a full bright texture pack. But the second one being why there's no mob spawning. So I didn't realise this at the time, but the way that mob spawning mechanics work is if a player is further than 24 blocks away, then a mob can spawn. However, this doesn't affect how far vertically you are, so even when I'm on the surface and this cave is unlit, mobs are still unable to spawn. Anyway, back to the video. We've just hit a little water cave, which is going to be crucial for getting our farms up and running and any other future projects we have, so let's explore this. I'm hoping to find some iron in here, but let's jump in and see what we can find. A little bit of a magma block that can be used for an elevator of some sorts. Nothing down here. Please be iron. Oh, we found some coal. Alright, what we'll do, we'll swim out of here, get some oxygen back on the magma block, and let's maybe craft a door or something, and then we can go get that coal. Door in hand, let's go back over here where the coal is, place our door down, and scoop up all this coal. All the coal acquired, let's get out of this little water cave, block it off, and keep going down. So we finally found some iron, but of course it's behind the bloody border, so we won't be able to get that. That's a bit of a pain. However, let's keep going down and see if we can find some that we can actually get. So I've made it down to deep slate here, and I've mined out a bit of an area before my pickaxe is broken. Unfortunately no iron so far, but let's head up to the surface and plan our next move. So this is the part of the gameplay where I thought it'd be a good idea to make a little mob farm to get some bones for our crops. However, at this point in time, I didn't realise that mobs wouldn't be spawning if I dug out a little area underground. To save you the pain of watching me dig a massive hole with only stone tools, I'm going to skip to the finished product. So this is a little mod room, nice and dark inside, door to keep everyone on the other side, and little slabs to see through. However, it wasn't a massive waste of time as I did find 10 iron as I was digging out this hole. It was at this point in time where I realised that getting bones from skeletons for bone meal for our crops wasn't an option. So I thought, how about a composter with all that leaf litter? Surely that's got to do something. I could also, with our limited iron, create some shears and then use the shears to get leaves to then put in the composter as well. Okay, that worked perfectly. Now we've got a limited supply of bone meal, obviously because we don't want to keep crafting shears. But what I might do is keep farming up some leaves, get some more bone meal. Instead of bone mealing our crops, we're going to bone meal the ground here so then we can get more seeds to then plant. Okay, one seed from that isn't the best. What I'm going to keep doing though is keep harvesting some leaves, keep getting bone meal and hopefully some more seeds, and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Alright, so we've expanded our farm a little bit. We've got a little bit of bone meal left over. But that's enough composting for now. I think we head back into the mines and see if we can get some more goodies. Ooh, a bit of lapis, is that? Yes, it is lapis. We might have to get an iron pick now. Ooh, and some more iron. Alright, I definitely think we can afford a iron pick because we can't mine the lapis with a stone pick. Alright, let's get this iron and then head up to the surface, get an iron pick and keep exploring for some more goodies. What we can also do now that we've got a little bit more iron is get a bucket so we can get an infinite water source up on the surface and also water for our crop farm. So I'll go up and smelt these and craft those after I get this last bit of iron. Everything's looking up now. We've got our iron pick upgrade, which is going to allow us to get some more goodies, and then the water bucket will go down here quickly and get a water source for our farms. Boom, and with that, infinite water source. Our chickens have also been laying some eggs, so let's see if we can get lucky, hopefully, with some more chickens. Oh, first go. Anyways, let's get back to the mines. Oh, so we found another little cave here. And since we know mob spawning's bugged at the moment, and I still need to fix that, let's dig this out a little bit and drop down with our water bucket and see if there's any goodies hiding down here. So it turns out this is a massive cave and we've only got a little bit of it, and there is a diamond here, but behind us there's a mine shaft, some lava pools and some other goodies that we can explore in the future. So we've got those diamonds there. Is there any others? Not that I can see. Alright, well, one diamond's better than none. There's not much more for us to explore down here, and we've got our diamond, so I feel like we can tick exploring the chunk off our list. We'll save exploring this for the future, but for now, let's head up to the surface and build a shelter. I've collected some resources and cleared out this area for our little shelter build. I'm going to go ahead and start building now, and once I've got a finished product, I'll let you guys know. And we're back. This is the start of the shelter, nothing super fancy. For those of you with a keen eye, you might be able to notice something weird poking through those windows there. So that is the world border in the background, but that is actually on purpose. So this little shelter is just the start of a bigger house. Obviously once our world border expands, we can build more of it, but for now it keeps us protected. Nothing can come through that world border behind it, and it doesn't look too bad from the front, if you just ignore the fact that we don't have windows at the moment. But coming in inside, you can obviously see we've got the roof going all the way around. Got the world border as our kind of back wall for now, but with room to expand. We've also got all our necessities like our furnace, our composter and crafting table, and our storage. We obviously don't have a lot at the moment, so we don't need a massive storage room, but in the future when we get more resources and things, we'll open up and get a bigger storage room. But for now, this is all we need. And with the completion of the shelter, I think that ticks off our 3 goals for this episode. We've explored the chunk, we've got a little wheat farm for food, a chicken farm, which at the moment we're still just breeding them, and our little shelter with our bee inside. But for now, I think that's everything that we want to get done. We've harvested our wheat here, plant the seeds, and we've got enough to breed our chickens. Thank you so much guys for joining me on this little one chunk journey. For now, this has been Phoenix. I hope you've enjoyed and look forward to the future. Bye bye.